Yo, what's cracking everyone? Ericship 111 here. So we are now in the final week of Forza Horizon 5's Series 44, featuring the first returning monthly playlist known as High Performance that initially debuted back in Series 20. Now, the main rewards in which players could earn through this festival playlist have been slightly different to the original series. But of course, the biggest issue that Series 44 faced were players' weekly and monthly points not adding up. This problem took more than a couple of weeks to resolve, with hotfix patches even being rolled back due to certain platforms suffering from major stability issues. Now, thankfully, I believe this has now been completely resolved for all players. Playground Games even gifted us a free Horizon Backstage Pass, as well as the hard-to-find Lamborghini Huracan STO for the issues. But I certainly hope that a similar bug like this doesn't happen again for Series 45, as we are now just over a month away before this game officially launches on the PlayStation 5. Now, because this is the last week of Series 44, this means that the voting for which returning playlist the community wants to see for the next update is now closed, and for Series 45, it looks like the community wants the Horizon Worlds takeover from Series 18 to be back, as opposed to the Horizon Creatives from Series 25. For those wondering, I voted for the Horizon Creative series to return, but hey, you can't win them all, right? So how different will the car rewards be for Series 45 as opposed to the original Series 18? Well, for the monthly rewards, instead of the Subaru Brat and the Sierra 700R, it would now be the Subaru Impreza WRX STI 22B and the Sierra 700R. For week 1, the 1986 Audi No. 2 Audi Sport Quattro S1 will remain as the same reward as the original playlist for just 20 points, with the Backstage Pass replacing the wheel spin available BMW X6 for 40 points. For week 2, nothing really changes either, with the 2015 Honda Ridgeline Baja Trophy truck available to unlock for just 20 points, with the Backstage Pass replacing the Hyundai Veloster N, which is a vehicle that can be purchased directly from the auto show. For week 3, again, the 20-point reward remains the same as the original, with the 2021 Polaris RZR Pro XP Ultimate available to unlock. However, the Backstage Pass for this week will sadly replace the number 42 Extreme E, which is of course a hard-to-find vehicle. And for the final week, instead of the Nissan Safari Turbo available to unlock for 20 points, Playground Games has replaced it with the 1986 Lancia Delta S4, with the Backstage Pass also replacing the Mini X-Raid. I gotta be honest, I'm a little shocked with Playground Games changing the overall reward from the Subaru Brat to the Subaru Impreza WRX STI 22B, mainly because the Brat, I believe, has only been available to unlock once, and that was in the original Horizon Worlds takeover in Series 18, and that's it. I don't think I've seen this car available at any other time, and on top of that, just last week with the Horizon Backstage, the 22B was an option to be voted into the Backstage shop. Now imagine if the Subaru 22B had won for that week, it would have made the 80 points monthly reward for Series 45 quite redundant. But thankfully, that wasn't the case. I am, however, quite stoked to see that the Lancia Delta S4 available as a reward this time round, as I know many of you were not quite happy that it got outvoted to be placed in the Horizon Backstage shop back in Series 39. And that's not all. In the original Series 18, during week 1, when you complete the number 43 Seasonal Championship, which was of course an event solely created as a tribute to Ken Block at the time, you will unlock the Hoonigan Gymkhana 9 Ford Focus RS RX, which is a hard to find car that has only been available to unlock once in Horizon 5. Now, because most, if not all, of the individual races and challenges have largely stayed the same for the returning playlists, I'm going to assume that this will also be the case for Series 45, and if it is, then for those who do not have the Gymkhana 9 Focus RS RX, Series 45 will be the best time to unlock it. The return of the Horizon Wilds takeover also means that an evolving world will be returning too. Now, there will be two areas that will be different to the original map of Horizon 5. The first will be the stadium, which will once again transform into this stunt park that will also become a permanent part of the game after Series 45 once the Horizon Realms update goes live just a day after Series 46 commences, and the other, which I'm not too sure, will actually be a part of the Horizon Realms update, and that will be the Horizon Wilds outpost getting a complete makeover. This could be the last time we ever see the Horizon Wilds outpost with a different decoration after the next update, so make sure to take some awesome photos here. But before we wrap up today's video, as some of you may know, in my last video, we saw Forza Horizon's official TikTok accidentally revealing the Maserati MC20 in a short video before it was quickly removed. Now, because we have now seen this car exist in the game, at least in the developer's build, I wonder, once Forza Horizon 5 launches on the PlayStation, will Playground Games sprinkle a few new to Forza cars in some of these returning updates? For example, at some point the Italian Automotives update will return for players to vote again, and should it win this time round, will Playground Games decide to surprise us all with the Maserati MC20 as one of the reward cars to keep players on Xbox and PC engaged? I've read some of your comments saying that perhaps the Maserati MC20 is being saved as the cover car for the next Horizon game, and while that could be possible, I think Playground Games accidentally leaking the short TikTok didn't do them any favors. They literally invested time into making this TikTok, so for them to now not introduce this car into Horizon 5 at some point would be, at least in my opinion, a very big mistake. Or what about the Toyota Mark II JZX 100? Where a JDM garage shop in the UK posted up on their Instagram saying that their Mark II was scanned for a very famous AAA video game. Now, assuming that this was for Playground Games' Forza Horizon series, at some point the Japanese automotive playlist from Series 17 will be available for players to vote, and by then Horizon 5 will most likely be out on the PS5, introducing this series to a huge Japanese audience. Now, would it be wise for the developers to sneak in the JZX 100 to a Japanese themed update? But as of right now, when it comes to returning playlist and all of the car rewards, nothing has been new thus far. But could that change with future updates if Forza Horizon 6 are not in Microsoft's plan for 2025? Then maybe it could be a possibility, or is it all just wishful thinking at this point? Share us your thoughts down in the comment section below, as I do read all of your comments, guys. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy today's video, please make sure to smash the thumbs up button, as it really does help me out. And of course, if you guys do want to stay up to date with everything Forza Horizon related, be sure to subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.